only Chuck E. Cheese pizza there is. No other Chuck E. Cheese has the word pizza after it, so it's actually really iconic. It says Chuck E. Cheese pizza, and we are here in Mesa, California. And unfortunately, this is going to be destroyed or shut down. It's not going to be converted to a 2.0. They're converting a old hometown buffet into a Chuck E. Cheese, and unfortunately, this will be taken down. Before we go inside, I just want to show the outside a little bit. It's really cool. There's Chuck E. Cheese over there, and there is like an awning, and there is Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Again, very cool. And you know, but other people are going on an eye out that this is the only location that says Chuck E. Cheese pizza. There's more awnings, and over on the side here is another Chuck E. Cheese. Unfortunately, it seems to have been scuffed up a little bit, but that is really, really cool. And yeah, this is just a really cool location. I'm very disappointed that it's going to be shut down. They're not even going to return to a 2.0. No conversion, no removal of animatronics. They're just going to shut it down and put a Chuck E. Cheese where the old hometown buffet is. There's no awning, and here is the look at the awning here. So yeah, this is just really, really cool. It's pretty nostalgic and historic. I mean, it is the only Chuck E. Cheese pizza there is. And around the corner, there is another awning, and there's nothing else. So now we're going to go inside, and we're going to look at the stage, look at the games, and we might have to go to. First side, and right about we see this rare kid sign, which is pretty cool. You can see it's really developed. There is a silhouette of Chuck E. Cheese. Looks like a video truck. Pretty cool. And there are the various, like, you know, saying pizza. Pretty cool. So long. But then over here is the for their fundraisers and for their apps. And then we go inside, and here is the salad bar area. You see like the cool checkers. There's the called menu, and up there is Chuck E. Cheese. And over here is the prize area, so you can get some cool prizes when you win. They actually have some top, that's really cool. And then here are the small prizes, and then here is the large game area. But what's really cool is there's a Chuck E. up there. Really cool. And then up there are some stars, and then there are some more stars, and over here is pretty cool. Like I said, the Rolling Bone by Mother, and there's no star. And then we're gonna bypass this game area over here, and we're gonna go to the game room stage. It's pretty cool. There's the server sign, and here's the hardware. Pretty cool. There is the restroom sign, and on the restrooms there is Helen, and there is Chuck E. That's pretty cool. That is not on every Chuck E. sign. And then here is the showroom. Pretty cool. The artwork is somewhat modern for the most part, but they do have some cool things. Here is star, for more stars, and a guitar. That is pretty cool. And there is the Munch's Make Believe Band, and there's some more artwork here. And let's see, it looks like they're having a birthday party. So there's some balloons there. And here is the band, and unfortunately, they are not doing anything. So yeah, there is Wally. Here is Jasper, and here is Mr. Munch, and here is Ellen, and here is Chucky. I'm not sure why Chucky looks like that, but he is cross-eyed right now. I don't think that he is going to uncross his eyes anytime soon. Oh, blue eye, but his left eye seems to be stuck. And there is
I'm a small business owner and a mom. Trump's tax cuts saved my family thousands of dollars and helped me grow.
I knew the outside moved good. So that guy is not really good. Here's another look at Helen. And here is another look at Mr. Munch. Here is Jasper. And here is Wally. And then up there is the Chucky lights. And there's some lights there. And more lights. And yeah, that's pretty cool. There's a spring 2023, but nothing is happening right now. But yeah, it's very unfortunate they are going to remove this stage. I was hoping to get a show, but oh look, this is much movie tech. But unfortunately, they are not singing. But if they do sing, I will catch a song. I don't normally do that because that's not really my thing. But given that this is going to be my last time here, then yeah, I would definitely try to get a show. All right, so I was able to get a show. It's pretty cool. That was that's like. That's really cool. I'm really glad we've gotten a show at La Mesa before it goes down. So over here is the ticket blaster, and next to that is something that I don't think I caught last time. It's really cool. It says Chuck E. Cheese presents Munch's Victory Band, Hollywood Bowl USA, Lower Arena reserved one show only, and then there is the rest of the ticket. Over here is artwork, and then here is more artwork, and here is some more mod artwork, and here are 3 stars, and it's a car, and there's the Grand Market Games, and then over here is the Chuck E. from the inside. That's really cool. It's actually really clean. Now, I'm really impressed, but I'm very disappointed that they're going to just get rid of all this. Like, hopefully, they get to the new place, but that new place is probably a 2.0. Here's some more, art. But here are some games. We'll check them out. Here is a Flip Ride. Here is Ice Age, number 2. Slow Ride. Here's a Car Ride. Here's a Popcorn. That's pretty cool. And there are 2 more stars. This is kind of Buzzy Buzz B, but a little different. The Popcorn comes out and you have to catch it. I think it's a little easier. There is the sketchbook, and here is the NBA Booster, and here's a mini Rocky. There is a trivia. Let's go for the light. There's the right look. Let's see. Over there is Jet Rider. Here is a Firebox. There's a around, so that's really cool. And here is like Buster Bubbles, I think. That's really cool. I've actually never played it. I think I'm gonna play it. Just like I say, I played it on camera. But yeah, that's this area. And then, well, sorry, here is hit music. It's like a whack and roll, like me. Here is Westboro. Here's a house there. Here is a bus ride, and then there is Don Johnson, and there is Mary Paradise. Very fun game.
Chevy is called the heartbeat of America, like the people who keep Texas moving. For them, only America's most dependable trucks will do. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
And okay, here's another look at the front. We see truck up there, menu, and over there is super free. That's really cool. And then here is parking and doing. And then we got wood. That's pretty cool. This is Chevy Keys. I think it's actually somewhere. So that's really cool. Regardless. Here is Golden Empire. And then there is Innovation. And here is Intermission. Right here out. And here is what's called Off the Wind.
Oh, yeah.
There's other two bikes. Here is
Yeah.
a game that I think is great. Here is Patrick. And here is Jump to Fantasy. And then let's see. Here is Open Person and Birthday Party, which is something I'm gonna play on camera. It's actually going fun. Pretty hard. Here is the Pirates. Terms of Asian. Here's
We don't go close.
Softer, fresher, and better. And breathe life into your laundry.
When you want to feel clean and soft, try new Dial Healthy Hydration Body Wash with skin-friendly ingredients. It deeply cleans.
Oscar Mayer means 100% taste. From the moment it leaves the factory, critical parts of your engine are built special way to rebirth.
There's the lunch, I showed you that already, and then here is this.
With Amex Business Platinum, you get a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. So you have the help to move your business forward. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
What about one for pistachios? Perfect, yeah.
Why didn't I think of that? Ow!
Hello everyone, I hope you guys are ready for a big video today because I am in San Jose, California. In 1977, the very first Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater opened up right here in this city. 40 years later, I am here outside of their store that's left here in San Jose, and it is a ginormous one. It is the world's largest Chuck E. Cheese location, and they've got all kinds of stuff in there, multiple levels and everything, and I'm just so excited to get in there and check the store out. I want to play with the show, but when I come back from that, we're still going to be on the outside because this is a ton to look at. So let's go check the store out. Alright, so as for here, we're going to have the older scripted logo right there. The shape of the sign comes with the Time Theater logo, which is a really nice touch. And then the paint job is pretty traditional for a 2.0 store. They have the red and the green and the brown and the white, the traditional colors that you normally see. However, the most special thing on the outside of the store is around this side of the building. So right there, where I'm pointing is the 101, and then facing it, this building has 3 super large windows. They also have another 2.0 logo. It's also the scripted one, and that logo is just ginormous. That sign is just so big. And then they have 3 large windows right here, and these windows, well, actually, only one of them is a window now. These 2 have been hollowed out. There's no more glass or anything. It's just the frames. And these windows were installed when the building was built as a toy store. This is a toy store before it was Chuck E. Cheese. And they used to have these 3 large toy soldiers here in these windows. And of course, the toy store moved out, and the soldiers got removed, and they still exist. You can go see them. I don't know where they are, but they are somewhere. And when they were converting this into Chuck E. Cheese, Nolan Bushnell decided that he wanted to have a large statue of Chuck E. Cheese in one of the 3 windows. He commissioned an artist to make this statue right here. Right now the base is purple, and then Chucky is wearing a purple vest as well, and he has his bow tie and yellow shirt and buttons, and he's waving at the 101 over there. So when you're driving by, you can look over here, and you can see the large statue of Chuck E. Cheese. It is just the coolest thing. This whole design of this building is super awesome. Yeah, these aren't windows anymore, they used to be. What a special thing, it's one of a kind, and it's locked, you can just go in there. Apparently at one point a homeless person was living inside this space, so I guess that's why they have this locked up, but they didn't have it locked up before that. Alright, now before we go inside, I actually want to show you guys these windows here to the left and right of the door, because they have all kinds of really cool stuff. So right there is the Mount Chuckmore piece. They still have that here. This is a franchise store, just like we saw at Tupelo, Mississippi, which is another franchise store. Franchises have a little more freedom of when they get 2.0, or when they get remodels, they can keep some older elements or whatever. Like, they don't have to be as strict as corporate when it comes to corporate stores and keeping older elements, so they are able to have more stuff. Just like how, even though Tupelo opened in 2008, they can have that Elvis piece from 1993, that kind of thing. Okay, a bunch of plush in here. It's decorated for summer, since it's during summer fun right now. And they do have the new Bella plush here. There's Bella right there. There's Barb's big head. And then here's an old car. There's Chucky in there with his star cap, and then Helen sitting next to it. That looks like an older Helen plush. And then there's a couple more plush right there. And then have a TV that plays the show tape. So that's actually, and you can actually hear it too. They have the speakers you can hear from the outside from the show tape. And then on this side of the doors, they have even more plush over here on all this stuff. We can see this one from the inside. I believe there's windows you can put in there. And there's just tons of plushes, an old 2005 plush with birthday cake in there. They have the plush tables. There's another new Bella plush. They're sitting in the beach chairs. I'm sure they changes that seasonally. Hollywood shelf as well as the movie film strip. And then they have a planter right there. And actually there's several planters. Planters are extinct outside of this, I guess, because I don't think any other stores have them. They are still here. They have 3 of them right there. Actually 4 of them between right there too. It's hard to see the reflection a little bit better look inside. And there's another movie real quick, so there's a lot of cool stuff here in this window. Then there's even more old stuff there. They have the yellow crayon when they used to have those like pencil and writing utensils up on the wall. They have a baseball. They used to have a baseball bat, baseball on the walls. Lots of older 90s remodel elements in this picture window. So awesome. Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the party area. There's so much to see now. This isn't really like a showroom per se. It's just kind of right in the middle of all the action that goes on in the store. It just goes all the way around the showroom here. So they have the massive circles of light walls, 2 stories tall. Now this is where the stage always was. And, you know, when they had a cyberamic, like their 2 stage, or they had their Studios the Alpha, it was just a large wall that went, and the stage was down here, but there was just a bunch of wall on top. But then when they got a certain light, they were able to just have it go through the ceiling, and it looks so awesome. And then the video screen itself is just massive too. Everything about the store is large. As you see here in this party area, they have the older 90s black chairs. However, they did upholster them with the red to match their 2.0 boots, which is really nice. I think it's a unique feature here at the Total Grove store. These red chairs, I really like them. They're really nice. So that's one older element already. And then here they have 2 ticket blasters, one on either side. They have Avenger back with Rockstar top. I've seen the Rockstar back with Avenger top a lot, but I have never seen this combo before, and both are like that. Both are Avenger back, Rockstar top. They also have 2 massive TVs on either side, the circle's right wall and the wall itself, which is in pristine condition. All the circles work, everything is in great shape. Their circles play here. Unfortunately, they don't have the animatronic. They should. There's no animatronics in the store, which this should happen. I mean, it shouldn't even be a legacy store. It just should have an animatronic or animatronics here. Like, that should just be something they have. It's just a landmark store, in my opinion. Here's a word mark I've never seen on the left-hand side of the showroom. The best pizza is made from the best ingredients. And then they also have the party sign, and their 2.0 art looks like it is the older glossy version of everything, not the newer matte versions. So they have the party word mark sign there, and then they have all these chairs here throughout the party area, and then they have a massive 2021 model dance floor right here. It's the largest I've ever seen, just because the size of this room, they have a large dance floor. It's just gigantic, the size of the dance floor here at this location. And then they have the 2.0 booths here all around the showroom. And then we'll take a look at that side later. For now, let's go over here and this side. So they have also next to the party when they have the old party silhouette. It's also the glossy. I'll stop saying that now unless I see a matte one, but I'll stop saying the glossy because I think that's what all of them are. And there's where you come in, that's the kitchen area. And then above that, to the back of the showroom, they have the Monopoly rolling rows with the Monopoly Mega Bonus on key, which I've never seen before. Normally at most of these locations, it's the small version. Here they have the large one. And then they have these massive Avenger pieces here. They have the Munch scuba diving, the Chucky on the surfboard, and then that one I've never seen before. It looks like they're posing the big city space card, and they just put a tropical backdrop on it. That's what it looks like to me. Interesting. There's more booths here by the all-you-can-play, and then there's another look at the large picture window. You can see that we saw on the outside. Here's the inside look, and then there's a look at the clapboard and all that stuff. And then above here, they have the 2.0 Chuck logo, and then they have the Minions ride. And then in here, this circular room, this used to be where they would have some of the lounge acts, I think. When this was Pizza Time Theater, you probably came in here to smoke, like it was just really separate from the rest of the store. You know, it's kind of its own secret area, but they do have a TV in here so you can watch the show tape. 2.0 starts paint on the walls, 2.0 booths, more of the red 90s chairs and circular tables, and then they have the 5 chunky silhouettes piece. They should have a couple pieces involved there, but they do not. That's a missed opportunity. They have spotlights there for them, but they just don't have any art. To the right of that room, they have more booths, And then they have a mixture of games and kiddie rides and all that kind of stuff. First they have the 2000 Fire Riser sign right there. Then they have Harpoon Lagoon right here. And then they have a couple kiddie games and rides. They have Cobra Car. This is one I've never seen before. I don't know what it's called. I don't see a name on it anywhere. They have the Amutech Carousel. This is similar to the one I saw in New Jersey. Then they have the Chuck E. Cheese's trolley car. Now Pineville has this in the retro room, but here you can actually buy it. That is super awesome. There's PTT Chuck right there. Just so much cool stuff in here. I showed you guys the Cobra Kai. Then they have the shop from Dry. I've seen that several times. And then they also have the high five piece, very shorter one than usual, feeling below in the front of the store. And they have the high five there. And then they have the monster car, two of those, the racing game, and alien patrol. And here's the thing I've never seen at Chuck E. Cheese before, Pearl Fishery. Never seen Pearl Fishery here before. They have, this is probably a newer one, they have the newer Knox readers on that. Then they have the Paw Patrol here to the left of the Circus Light stage. And then going on through here, they have an employee access door that goes behind the Circus Light. They have a prize catcher, and they have the Monopoly arcade game right there. Over here, they have another game I've never seen at Chuck E. Cheese before. It's the Marvel Spider-Man. Check that out. Super bonus is 1,000. Oh, this is 2 play points. Most of the games in here are 1 play point. These are 2. And then I also have, this is 2 as well, the toy box. But here's the rare site. They have actual branded skee-ball, not alley rollers here. They have 7 skee-ball lanes with the marquee. Jackpot's 500. And they have the toy box. That kind of crawl there. Then they have Waterfront Fun, and it does have the Rockstar Chuck on it. Pull my finger. I have seen that before, I believe. Arcade Crossing Road, Flash Tickets, Pop the Lock, Pink Panther Tour Heist, Really Crash, Speed of Light, Space Games Frenzy. They have 2 ice stands, Grand Piano Keys, another 2 ice stands. Then they have Ticket Times, those have Rockstar Chuck on them. They have Deal or No Deal with Mega Spin, Bob to Win, Dizzy Chicken, Go Ball or Stick. And then here's something I've never seen before. They have Ticket Munchers here. I still have not seen these. And there's a vendor munch on them, and these just used to be a staple of Chuck E. Cheese. And then when they switched to the Play Pass, a lot of the stores took these off their game room floors, but they do still have them here. They also have these card set machines, because here at this location they have a ton of games that use the collectible cards. There's the prize counter, we'll take a closer look at later, but they do have Candy Crane, Full Tilt, Play Pass machines, and coming through the middle they have Flintstones, Safari Quest, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, 2,000 tickets to get the full set with Golden Ticket. They have the Prize Feud. Then they have Wizard of Oz, Ticket Circus, and Blackbeard's Bounty. They have a full collection here of card point pushers. Then they have Rabbids, the VR game, and the King Kong of Skull Island VR game. 2 of them right there. Then they have Quick Drop, Wheel of Fortune. I don't think I've ever seen that one here at Chuck E. Cheese before. And then they have right here something that is new, very recently was just installed here at this location, an elevator. They spent a long time constructing this elevator, and it is done now. Here's the staircase that takes you up to the 2nd level of the store. And then they also have a retro video game piece, and it's cut or something custom to be able to fit there because it's angled walls. That's really awesome. And back here they have Black and Win, Popeye, 2 Popeyes actually. And they have the Minions Jelly Lab game. And then up there they have Pasquale's 2-panel, transparent character piece, same with Jasper's. And then Munchies they had to cut in half or remove the 2nd panel when they installed the elevator right here. So his is only half and those 2 are full. So I guess let's go up the elevator, we'll come down the staircase, and let's go take a look at the 2nd floor. Here's the brand new elevator, it's very nice. I don't think I pointed it out, but the bottom floor there has the newer 2.0 carpet, and the top floor has the older 2.0 carpet. So that is an interesting thing. And they're setting up new games right now. So they're getting in Pac-Man Battle Royale and a Star Wars coin pusher game right there. So those are going to be new additions here to the store. They have a larger version of Dead Storm Pirates. This one you actually go inside. And they have SpongeBob Pineapple Arcade, Batman, Robot Storm, Robo Tickets. Here's a shot of what it looks like from up here. Then they have 4 Smurfs coin pushers. I've never seen these in Chuck E. Cheese yet. The arcade I work out, we just got these in this year. It's a very popular game, and they have it here. They're that too. Then they have 4 Cruising Glass, Luigi's Mansion Arcade, Zombie Snatcher, The Walking Dead, Jurassic Park, 2 Jurassic Parks actually, Halo Fire 2 Raven, 2 of them, and then here they have something that's unique to this store. This is an old exterior sign that whatever location it was at before, someone knows, please let me know in the comments. When that closed, they put a sign here inside this building, and you can see it from downstairs, so that's super awesome. And it lights up and everything, it looks very nice. Then they have Minecraft Dungeons Arcade, Snowcross, TMNT, Angry Birds Boom, Nerf Arcade, Centipede Chaos, Hero of Steel, 2 of those actually, and then they have 4 Mario Kart DX, or Arcade GP, yeah. And here they have more booths that overlook the store. They have Munch's small transparent character piece, and Chucky's small transparent character piece, and the other 3 as well. So this is where they have a couple of the large ones over there, and then they have the other small ones right here, all 5 of them in a complete set. And here's a shot down onto the rest of the store. Then after the character pieces, they have a bunch more seating. They have more of these 90s chairs with red upholstery. Then they have the all you can play, another one. The one down there is the square, and this one here is the rectangle. They have 100% whole milk mozzarella, which we won't be seeing again. That's not the last time we'll see that piece in this store. And then they have another retro video game piece. And then they have a sign. Another sign I've never seen before. It looks like it's a freight elevator, and it has this employees only no public access sign from 2000s, one I've never seen before. And a TV that is not on currently for some reason. Here's a closer look at Munch's scuba diving, large scuba diving piece right there. And then there's where the salad bar is, which I'm going to show you guys later, but we'll get a closer look at that later. And now I think we will go down the stairs and check out the other side of the store where the prize counter and order counter and that kind of stuff is. So they have the sign here for the stairs, and then you go down this step. You can also go down the steps from that side there, and then you have 2 options here of where to go down the steps. That takes us back to where the elevator is. And this side here goes down to the part of the store that we still need to look at, which is very convenient. Alright, so after coming down the stairs, they have the prize counter. They have the older 2.0 tickets here on the wall, and they have 2 of the way up you want signs, right? One down there and one right here. They have lots of cool prizes. They run all the way up to, they have board games. Down here is customary stuff. Oh, I wish they would have some kind of San Jose unique, like souvenir or something. So I can take them over to the store, but I don't see everything. They actually have chili cheese, like imitation Stanley's, I guess. There's the chili cheese sauce. Everything's more expensive here. I don't think I want to use my tickets here at this store because it's just so expensive than the normal stores. We have coffee mugs. We do have this small Pasquale and Bella big heads. And then down here they have more of this stuff. There's this little cutout in the wall where they have that bin thing there. And there's the other stuff they have. There's lots of cool stuff. Then here they have another one of these employees only, no public access doors. And then here is the order counter where you order your food. We have a large 2.0 check logo up there. Then back here, they don't have room for pizza and games above those. They do have the tiles though behind the menu boards. They have a couple of those warning signs here for California, certain chemicals in food and beverage, and the one about the can lines. Then they have the pizza sizes thing to the right of the menu boards, and then back there behind into the kitchen we have the name that cheese piece. So there's another piece of 90s hot survivors. Do them all. Then up here they have the Pasquale's Pizzeria sign. Another one of the word marks. I've only seen this once at Philadelphia Roosevelt. They face this out in most of the stores. They do still have it here. And then they have, like I said, upstairs, that would be the last time you see whole milk mozzarella. Here it is again. And they have our raised hand-chopped dairy, and one that I've never seen before, our sauce is made from fine ripened tomatoes. I've yet to see that sign. I've seen those two several times, but I have not seen this one ever. It's a little chip, but I'm so glad I got to see that sign there. They have a scheduling center out there. Every one of those employees on the doors. We've got the beer sign, hand sanitizer station sign. They have 4 Pepsi machines. They have the 2005 Avenger Cost Rep 4 sign. And back there they have Pasquale's Confetti portrait. I have never seen that before either. Oh, that's so awesome. I've only ever seen Jackson's Confetti portrait, so I've seen Pasquale's too. So cool. They have the new doors with the 2.0. They have a third baby sign. It's a square instead of the thin rectangular shape one. They have those cool lights that light this up. They have another one designed like the tomato signs right there. They have the signature building up there, up there, and then up there, kitchen. That's a great little Pasquale's thing. They have Pasquale's kitchen sign right here. There's another one of those employee on the doors. We have a restaurant sign kind of the Love 2.0 truck logo, and then the Jam 2.0 mentioned signs on the back. Here, there's the lunch. I'm sure we have that already. And then here is their salad bar. Looks fantastic. And then up there, they have a really cool window light that gives off the window colors. And then that brings you to the lobby once again. I also think that the store has a bunch of those really cool window designs like these here. There's a couple there. They go all the way down through here. That's very neat. And they've been there since opening day. Right, so now there's this little set of stairs here. That's where you get the third floor right there. And then there is some stuff over here to give that. Now, that's what we were in today, sort of setting up those new games. They have the narrow and constant silhouette piece, a ton of seating here, chairs and booths. And they have the very narrow speed-off piece right here. Another TV. And they have the cardio on itself. And that is so good. Table right there. And you'll sit upstairs, goes down there to where you go into the little lounge room area. And there's the rest of that. This really cool. The silly detail always uses sanitizer after playing games. Oh my goodness. I made this mistake one time and I got sick. Alright guys, now let's talk about the history of this Chinese cheese. Just so this December of 1981, it's time to do the franchise. It's still a franchise over this day. It used to be a Nashville toy store, and as I said, outside of this Nashville toy store had the 3 windows of toy soldiers in them. They took over some cheese normals. Now we have the statue. It's been there ever since. It's gotten some makeovers since then, however, it's the same statue as the one that was here in Leeds. The cabaret acts here, like Dolly Nichols and the Beagles, and the Beagles were actually the display windows, one of the display windows. There were lines around the block in display windows, so they had to enter the guests that were outside, so they keep the Beagles out there so they could have the windows and watch them while they were filming. So this building, there's 2 floors open to the public, and there's actually another floor, the 3rd floor that is up there above, is used for training and a test kitchen until they chose the time merger. And then in 1984, when the show's merger Chuck E. Cheese, they stopped using that up there. And then in the early 90s, they got the 1983 model, and they replaced the balcony with a C stage, and they removed the cabaret acts. And then in the mid-90s, they replaced the C stage with the 2 stage during the 93 model. And there's still several elements here from the 93 model that have remained, such as some of the art that you've seen in the windows and over there in the kitchen and back area. So there are elements from the 93 model still here. And then in the 2000s, they replaced the 2 stage with the BCAC alpha stage. And I wouldn't want like it was likewise. They're all shaded walls. Top of them, these have 2-story shaded walls in the store. Then they knock those down. They're not there anymore like most locations got rid of their showroom walls. This is one of them. And when they got the alpha stage, the side rail and chunk of the 2 stage was put in the display window. I think it was the one over there that he was in. And he was over there on display, and it was there up until 2020 when they had to sell it to be able to keep the franchise afloat when they had to be closed to COVID. In 2019, they got 2.0, and they got the circles of light stage with pizza, and then eventually they got this large 2021 Marlin store right here. It's absolutely massive. Then in 2020 they had to close because of COVID, and they had to sell off a lot of the older elements they had. The store like up on the third floor, they had some of the stuff in stores they had to sell to make money to be able to keep this place open. The other Chuck E. Cheese location in San Jose, Cougar Road location, second ever Chuck E. Cheese that opened in the 70s. That one closed for that one company closed for COVID. One, because of COVID, and two, because of bankruptcy. It was one they decided to close because you can't really have another Chuck E. Cheese in the same city as this one, because if you have to choose between a gigantic one and a normal one, I mean, which one are you going to pick? Of course, everybody's going to come to this one. So it was really hard to compete against the corporate side to close that location. They really didn't compete for it. And then in 2024, they added an elevator over there, and that way you can't get up the stairs, you can't get up that elevator, which is really nice. And that is the history of the store. I highly recommend anybody who can come check this place out. Your place is there. There's no way you can experience this place. It is just so awesome. Everything about it, except the fact that we don't have the owner contract. This perfect location never had an owner contract. The last owner contract was just close to 32 times to get the outlet. So I wish they would have put an owner contract because, it shouldn't be a legacy to have the owner contract because it's this thing. And there's so much like, look at all that. I mean, even if they put an owner contract like up there on the second level, I mean, there's so much room to do it. But I guess they don't want to do that. But oh well. Okay, so now I see why they have to in this location. Because the place is here like Willy Wonka still good at favorite chicken. So that's super awesome. So the blue and the purple sauce like that. And I wanted to get something to say something remember this store, so I decided to play this and play that far out of it. Because Chucky is in the corner of it. You can see a picture of the bottom left hand corner there. So I wanted to get this so I have something to remember the store by. And I'll probably just keep this thing too. This is probably looks like it's leaving. So, anyways, never seen it. Alright, we'll just looks like when it moves. There you go. Check out this massive quick drop that Papa has with guys. 253 tickets. There was no way I was not there. I would have kept you all day waiting my flight to get that jackpot. That is just 250. That's just so many because it's just, oh my goodness. People be actually another thing I've never seen before is play pass site audience. Because play pass in there before you leave. Did not know they did that here. But they do it here in San Jose. And then do the old Avenger card that they have before 2.0 and there's one of the kids who's old culture. That's what they used to make up the Twitter today. Alright, now I'm here in the lobby area. They have Disney Baby Guidelines here. They're over here on this side. They have a 2.0 snack section. They have the Hammer Chucky Day, which is silhouette, and the one in between as well. They have two stickers there, windows, and then have the timeline, and just there's a more logo and pack the video, and there's two separate pieces. And then, they have the not discriminating down there, too, or the rules that. Oh, that's okay. My goodness, World Run Chucky Cheese, San Jose, California. What an incredible week that was, guys. I had so much fun in there. It's such a cool place. They have so many new people in there. It's just so awesome to do in a two-story one. I've never been in a two-story thing before. And, I got to see a piece of art for the first time. I got to see the trolley guys work. I got a ton of tickets on Jackpot. I won a ton of tickets here. I had some great wins, and, it was just a great visit. I'm glad I came down here and got to see it with my own eyes. And I also got to get a card. They launched a card with Chucky's picture on it, and some tickets as well. And I just go on and on about all of this. It was just so awesome to see both kids and adults in there playing games and having all this fun. This is a truly special place, and I hope it's here forever. I hope someday I get to come back here and see it again, but you never know. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Happy 30th anniversary, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
If you know. It's not a grilled cheese.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm here in California, outside of Texas. Now, there are two DC locations here in California. Now, this is the one in Prairie Avenue. I'm only going to be able to get to this one on this trip. Keywords and no awareness. We have all those store elements or art and everything else. History of this location. paint job and stuff. Actually, the walls are pretty solid too because it has the panels, whatever they are, and then it has the traditional circles and then some pieces there on the corner, and it's also on the other side. So it's very to have it there as well. So let's go in there now and check this store out. So we got the store, of course, out of the dance floor right away. That's awesome to see. There's only a few people in here. It's 11:30 and we're open at 11, so it's not super busy yet. But once you come in live, we'll go over there and we'll go to the showroom. Oh my God, this is like the store right here in the showroom and it's like done. So front and center, they have the video wall right there. And then they have the characters as well. They have all older font stuff in the store here. So they have one on each side of the video wall there. And then Munch's is here around this corner and on the side. And then Pasquale's over there to the right side of the showroom. And then Jasper might be over here to the left side. I'm not 100% sure yet. It is not sure. 4 to 5 here in the store. They also have the newer 2.0 carpet. They have the new benches on tables and a blue carpet as well. And then back here we have the color sign with the benches on the right side of the showroom. And then we go on to the back of the showroom and have the color half tables and chairs on both sides of the 2019 dance floor. And this is my first time seeing the new Summer at Fun graphics here. They're really nice. They have these new the 2025 Summer at Fun here on the dance floor. The dance floor is not in the greatest shape there. There's a bunch of pixels that are either dim or out. Most of them are dim. There's not really that many that are out, but a lot of them are dim. And then that faces the video wall right there. And it's really pretty high in the store, so there's a pretty big gap between the bottom of the video wall and the floor gap. Left side of the showroom, you even have the restroom hallway here behind the video wall. You have generic engineering signs on these doors, and the bathrooms goes like behind the video wall. When this goes down, there's no area or anything. Restroom signs as well, kitchen sign in the kitchen there, pick up windows, and then the sign. I did that upside down, I did that backwards, especially it said pick up window, sign, pick up window. And they have the new wood doors down here. To the left of the pick up window here, they have a sign that I've never seen before. It's Escape from California. There's one about a warning for chemical from the food and beverages. California from the food and and then to the left of that, the third station sign with Pepsi machines. They have a newer Pepsi logo on the older machine. I have seen that before. And newer source, as I said, tiles, salad bar right here. So to the left of the order counter. They have the TV that's here to add there. They have the trampoline zone munch ad. And then here they have their prize counter and order counter here. So it's a little easy layout. You come in there and then you come around here and that takes you into the store. And then the prize counter is right here to the left of the showroom. And then they have their pizzeria and games, new tiles, menu boards there. Here's your prize counter. These things are kind of hidden here. They have this sign, of course. And then let's see, they do have Pasquale and Bella big heads, large Bella as well. And it looks like the full assortment except for Jasper and the gumball. That's the only thing they're missing here. So they have everything else. We'll take a look at that on the way out. And we have the one sign up there. Here we walk towards the showroom area. And then, as I said before, 2.0 hot top tables and chairs there, and then we move right into the game room. So first up, we have token action still here at Torrance Prairie. So we have a vendor birthday party to start us off. The last couple I've seen birthday parties have been the roster. So it's nice to see that. Then we have the Trolls game, and Harpoon Lagoon, flying tickets, Super Ninja FX, and the Rockstar Kentucky photo booth. Then they have another token game. They have Wonderland right here. Hollywood Reels, another token game. And then on the other side of flying tickets, they have its sister game, Arcade Crossing Road. Then we have Power Drop, Avenger Truck up there. No decal at all on that. So that's the first one I've seen that. I'm sure they'll order a new one eventually. They got the tech car out here. I'm sure it's not for that, but they have the tech car out. Willie Craft right here. They have the smaller version of Rack and Win. And then Subway Surfers, Speed Demon, which I don't see a ton of token cheese, that's nice to see. We have another token game right here, Winner's Wheel, and another limited cheese, and it's freezing. There's a ton of token games in the store, at least so far in the arcade. Lots of options here if you want to play token games. Then on the other side of Willie Craft, moving on over, we have Galaga Assault and Aliens Extermination, Seawolf, Eiffel Tower, and then here along the front windows they have 2.0 booths, more of them, pennant lights, and the where it can be a kickboard up top. Lots of natural light coming into this store, which is great. They have one 2.0 TV right here in the game room as well. Then on this side of Eiffel Tower, they have Crank It, which someone put the credit on. So that's not a very far. Didn't even register as a spin. And they have Super Monkey Ball Ticket Blitz, a Studio Available Extermination, and they have Dead Squad Pirates.
Is that? Yeah. I'm gonna ask. It's so rude. Don't bother her. Hi. Hi. Would it be okay if we have some festive happen?
Tightrope, Funhouse. There's Avenger Chuck, he was just on the screen a second ago. Deal or No Deal, Rocket and Rolling for Gold. On this side of that, they have Terminator Salvation right there. Here's another Toby game, Hat Trick. They have Guitar Hero Arcade and Robin Hood. Then they have Avenger Chuck, Poppin' for Gold right here. And then on this side of that, they have Sonic Spinner. Then they have the Paw Patrol Spinner game, Batman, and then Hammer 2, Cruising Blast, and on this side of that they have the Sega Racing Classic, Jurassic Park. On this side they have Dog Pounder, and it has the buttons and logo in here. And they have Snow Cross, and Fast and the Furious Supercars. I'll show you guys that stuff later. And let's just look at the back wall here. So they have this really cool window, which the last time I saw them was similar to this is that they have them in North Carolina, and that's just that was a show they used for people time theater. They both have these style windows. That was a thing that we use, I guess. Then to the right of that, they have the High Five Ward Marquise, more booths without the charging, and then let's go along this back wall here. So we're going to start off with Rescue Hero, Hammer Froggy, and these are all kind of, I guess, kiddie games. They're normally considered the kiddie ride area, kiddie game area. Hammer Froggy, as I say, NBA YouTube, right there. 5-star Racing, Monkey Football, Tour Guide, Treasure Quest, and right above Treasure Quest is the Speedball piece. Very small here, though. We have the Magic Floor, Big Win Super Spin, Baseball Pro, Simpson Soccer, NBA Hoops, 5 Alley Rollers Classics with Marquee, 2.8 strikes, just use word mark. Then they have 2-minute drill, Milk Jug Toss, Water Blast. They have the Deadly Racing game, I don't know the name of that thing, Big Vessel Pro, Angry Birds Arcade, and finally here on this wall, Lane Master. So now we've seen all of this and all of this, so now we have to come back through here to the rest of the kiddie game and ride area, as well as the Superhero Playground, as we're calling it now. So I showed you guys Hammer 2, and they have High Five, and on the other side of High Five, they have Dinosaur Catcher, then they have Super Big Rig, Zombieland Battle. On the other side of Super Big Rig, they have Buzzy Buzzy Bee, which is always cool to see. They have Bunny Pond, and then they have this fire truck rescue ride right here for little kids. And then here is the Superhero Playground Ninja Run Trampoline Zone thing, whatever you guys want to call it. They just rebranded, but some of the locations still just have the trampoline zone because they haven't rolled this out everywhere yet. And then to the right of that, they have the older 2000 emergency exit only sign, as well as a new 2.0 sticker right here. So they have both right next to each other. That's the first piece of non-2.0 art I've seen so far. Then let's come through here. We have this merry-go-round here. Then they have Octonauts. They have this yellow race car. We have Photo Ride with Rockstar Chuck. It looks like everywhere. That decal's missing on there. And that's Rockstar, and then on the back, yeah, it's full Rockstar. Then they have Jet Rider, Bus Tours, small Rockstar air hockey table, and then here they have the low 2.0 chairs, a long booth, the circular seating booth, and then they have Candy for Gold, this little white ride here, which I can't remember the name of. They have the Casey Cobra racing car, and then here detached from the Superhero Playground, and that's actually actually what they call it. The sign there says superhero program, so they have rebranded that here. They have the larger 5-pad trampoline zone with 3 pieces, Munch, Chucky, and Bella. And then here's the sign right here for the superhero program. And yeah, there's some attached to each other. And then also they have a 2.0 TV ring up there for the TV ride area as well, so 2 in this entire store. And that brings us right back here into the showroom area. And then to over here, oh, and there's Jackson's piece right there. I can't believe I missed that. So they have all 5 character pieces. You have the Rockstar Ticket Blaster right here, both top and back. And then behind that, they have the Where It Can Be a Kid photo prop. And one more emergency exit with the sticker. And you can see big the sticker is. It used to be the outline is still there, but it might be gone. It's still there. I'm not really sure. And that rounds out the store except for the exit. So now let's talk about the history. Alright, so the Torrance, California Chuck E. Cheese here on Berry Avenue opened as a peacetime theater in 1983 with a balcony stage. They opened as a franchise, of course, and in 1984, after the merger with Showbiz, they became a corporate-owned store. This is one of the ones that survived. And then in the late 80s, they got the 1988 model, and a lot of these PTTs did, and they replaced their balcony with a C stage. Then they got a 90s remodel and 2 stage in the mid-90s. And then
Boom! August quarter-pound cheesesteak is here.
I'm a realtor and the mom of 2 daughters. Trump's tax cuts put money back in my pocket.
they needed 2008 to 2009. They got the 2005 remodel, which is what they have here again. They got 2.0. They got 2.0 in January of 2023. Since it's 2023 remodel right before they started doing the refreshes, they still have the really new furniture and all that kind of stuff. They do get a 2019 model dance floor. They didn't get a 2021 here, but they do get the standard video wall over there. And that's how it still remains to this day, of course, except for the Ninja Run and Super Hip and now as they're calling it. There also is worth noting that this was a town here in California that also had a Showbiz pizza place that also opened in 1983. So the Pizza Time Theater here and the Showbiz were competitors here in the same city, and both are still open as Chuck E. Cheese's. I won't be able to make it to the Showbiz on this trip, unfortunately, but it is still here. Both of the locations here will survive. So it's great to see. It's also worth noting that there's light up this store now. They do have some different lights here. Usually in the dimmer, they have a couple over there. Maybe that's where the stage is. Yeah, that's where the biggest stage is. When they add those lights behind it, that's where the stage is. That's pretty obvious now. But I'm looking at it, you can definitely see them right out. They put the 2 stages there. And then they used it during 2.0 over here. They probably built this wall out, and the restrooms are probably always there. And then they built this out and they put the video wall there. It's kind of similar to what I saw at the City how they built the video wall out. It was also really cool to have an old senior sign in the tech room. I took a picture of it, I'll show you guys that right now. It has a vendor truck on it, so that was really cool to see as well. So yeah, that's the history of this store. Alright, as you leave here, they have the admission statement with time and attachments to the left-hand side of the order prize counter area. With the carpet changes to the lobby stuff that you need. And then out here in this area here, it's not really a lobby, but out here in the exit area, you have another California sign that I haven't seen before. This is the first California store. It might not be the first one I post, but it is the first California store I visited about related to use of metal tokens outside the presence. So it's basically saying you can't try to use the tokens that you want here or got here to use currency. You have to use some good behavior guidelines. No firearms allowed right here. Another California warning sign, an older one as well. So this one's about food and beverage cans having a different lining, and this is about chemicals that can cause cancer. This is one about discrimination, or lack of discrimination anyway. And then to the left-hand side here, they have this Harrison Bakery for the way you see in a lot of locations. They are now hiring sign with the possessive Chuck E. Cheese logo. And then they also have their board thing outside of the store. And they get an A rating from the County of Los Angeles Public Health, which is great to see. And they have the lock your car ticket keys, hide your belongings thing as well, as a sticker here on the outside. So a lot of different things. So yeah, that's going to wrap up the Torrance Prairie Chuck E. Cheese. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. If you did, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
With Amex Business Platinum, you earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked through AmexTravel.com. So traveling to expand your business is even more rewarding. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Hello everyone, today I'm here in Redwood City, California, outside their Chuck E. Cheese location. Now this city is notable because it is the last location here in California that has an animatronic outside of the LA area. This is right outside of San Francisco, San Jose area, right between the two, and they still have their animatronic in there, and I'm very excited to see that, and all their art and games and everything else that you guys are supposed to do. As for exterior, they have a pretty common 2.0 exterior. Now, Chuck E. Cheese went through and did update a couple of their non-remodeled locations with updated logos. This one and Lake Jackson, Texas, to be specific, those two I know for sure. They have a 2.0 logo there, and then here they have the 2.0 Chuck, and then you can also see the fresh paint where the thumb Chuck logo used to be. So this is very recent, this is after the thumb on that side, and then another logo over there, and also updated their sign on the shopping center sign to have the 2.0 logo as well. So now let's go in and check out the inside of the store. Alright guys, let's start this co-op right here in the showroom. So right here we have the Studio C Alpha stage, which is the last one here in California. They have the Avenger outfit on Chucky, at least here. They have both shirt and shorts Avenger outfit for Chucky. And they have the desk in front, a pretty nice outfit stage, and they have a lot of the elements like the desk right here. They have the pizza phone. It's only my second time seeing the pizza phone. It's also only my second time seeing Bird up there. Mayfield Lights got rid of Bird now, so there's only 2 left. This one and Spokane. And then up there is the pizza time clock. It's good as well. And they have the green Apple TV. They have the carpet to match the store's carpet. So this is probably the original carpet the store opened with, because that's what the stage is with as well. And then right over here, they have the CEC as well. And then they have the border for the TV. And then over here is the only part that really isn't complete. They don't have the blue screen or the Studio C letters. In here, it's just the Avenger to the glass door. There's like upside truck door coming up. They also have TVs in the store, you can see the 3 right here on the Apple TV. They have the above and the air something back there. Spotlight bar. They have face spotlights for Bird and Chucky. They have a ton of the floodlights. They have a RGB Gemini similar to an Apple Studios. And there's lights over there. They have the war. These are bucket to the black that you turn on, that's nice. And they have all the stuff on the store there about Chucky as well. Very nice downstairs here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to move things, but that's okay. We need to turn on later in the video. It's just open. We have the base 4 green benches, and they have the newer green and black chairs, and then they have phase 4 booths. Pretty standard, and then we have a 2005 remodel here in the store, so we'll see a lot of the Avenger art here today. So first up, we have 2 of the Kids with Chucky pieces from 2005 on the left side here. Then to the left of the showroom as well, we go right over to the restaurant area. So on this side here, they have Ambassador Fun, and then here they have the 2005 restaurant sign. And then down the restaurant corner, we have the men's and women's 2005 signs. Those and the 2005 Avenger Chuck and Hand signs. And then they have the red tiles there in the bathrooms. Then they have the Plymouth pool to match Ambassador Fun over there on either side of the restrooms. That looks nice. Then they have a 2000 emergency exit sign. And then that generic one, this generic glaring sign. And then they have a trash can. And then we move right into the superhero playground and kitty ride area. So the first thing here is Bunny Pond, and then right above it we have the Grand Marshal of Games, and then over there and hidden by superhero playground is Titan Tokens. So they didn't change that when they got this in. And then speaking of superhero playground, here it is. They have both the full climbing obstacle course area, and they have the small 3-square trampoline zone with 3 pieces, Helen, Jasper, and Chucky. Then, right over here, we have the Mini Express and the Little Pet Shop Park. We have Photo Ride right here, Rockstar there, and on these, and there, and check the back. Yeah, this one got a full Rockstar conversion, so that's important to note there. And then after that, we have this yellow race car ride. Then they have Barney and Spaceship to the Moon. They have the Chuck E. Cheese's sketchbook right there. Then they have Pig Out and Spider Bot. Then they have Panning for Gold, Cobra Kai car. They just shot of all that we've seen so far. There's Panning for Gold. Then they have Hungry Froggy, Snowball Toss, and Hot Racers here to the left of the trampoline zone. And then out of everything in this store, this is right here is what I'm most excited to see. They have the gradient headshots for Pasquale and Jasper. I have yet to see either of these in store. And it's kind of cool because then they have the older ones of Pasquale and Jasper here. Now the only thing, I wish they would have used Munches or Bellas instead of Jasper's there, because we have Jasper here. So that would have been cool if you had 5 different characters here, but unfortunately they have 2 Jaspers. But that's okay. I'm just so excited to see those 2, because I've seen the other 3 of the gradient headshots, but I have yet to see those 2. So now I've seen the whole set. So that's what I was most excited about for this store here. Then here along the front, they have more Phase 4 booths. And they have SpongeBob Order Up right here, and Dead Storm Pirates on the other side. Then they have Terminator Salvation, 2 Monster Drops, Sonic Blast Ball, Big Bass Wheel Pro, Operation. And then now, separating the kiddie ride area from the regular game room, there's a bunch of booths here, and now we move right into the regular game room right here. So, you have, continuing along this wall, this is all painted purple, and then they have 2-minute drill, 6 alley rollers with marquee, 2 NBA hoops, then they have milk jug toss, and here they have an emergency exit only, but no sign on it. A couple more booths here, and then these windows are all covered with shades. And they have Wheel of Fortune right here. They have Quick Drop. Quick Drop has the new Send-Notch reader. I kind of wish this was my logo, because check this out. You get 15 tickets here for 46 or 49 balls. If this was my logo, I would just come in here every day and just sit here and play this and get 15 tickets nonstop. I got twice before I started filming this. I would just do that all the time. Then here's the Rockstar photo booth, Nicktoons Nitro, Moo Moo the Funny Jumping Cow, and there's a vending shop right on there. Then they have Hat Trick, so they do still have token action here. And someone left a token, and I just got a second one. This is 2023, and this is 2018. And then after Hat Trick, they have Ticket Troopers, another token game. Fruit Ninja FX, and then on this side of Fruit Ninja, they have Jumping Fantasy, and it does have a Vending Chuck sticker right there.
Let's get one thing straight. It's not a cheeseburger without a slice of healthy goodness. Crab singles, every single time.
I want a car that makes me feel more like myself.
I'm all
What story will you tell?
Then they have Tippin' Blocks, Red Hot. Inside of Red Hot, they have Hammerhead, then Hammerhead. Then they have Tightrope, Sonic Spinner, and Winner's Toggles, another token game. Then they have Space Invaders Frenzy, H2 Overdrive, and they have Rockstar Birthday Party. Right there, so you see that's all Rockstar characters on that.
I can film this.
Then they have the Wheel of Fortune, if I didn't point that one out already. They have Pop It for Gold with Avenger Chuck and Eiffel Tower. Then they have H2 Overdrive and Lumberjack, Cruise and Blast, Deep Sea Treasure, and then here along this wall they have Big One Super Spin, Water Glass, Grand Piano Piece, Dog Pounder, Ring Toss, Drop It, and CEC Street Boots, and then they have PBS Kids Piece here on this side, and then right over here they have Grand Marshal of Games, which I believe they had over there too. And then they have Rock and Roll for Gold, Halo Fire Team Raven, Shooting Mania, Snowboarder, and the SpongeBob token game. Someone left the token, there's another one, 2004 and 2007. I think I have both of those in my collection, but I got Squidward. I didn't remember the timing on that game. Squidward again. And then, I think that's it for games in this store. I think I showed you guys everything else. They have a nice assortment of games in here, and that 15 tickets is fantastic. Alright, resetting back here in the showroom now. Let's move to the right side and show you guys the last couple things here in the store. There's probably a Chucky room here, but it's unmarked. Then they have another trash can and a pickup window here with no sign, which is interesting. They didn't get a sign there, they just have this one. But normally they would have one up there too. If they get 2.0, they would add that. Then we have the 2005 kitchen sign right there. We have the Studio C control console right there. And then here they have the Pepsi machines, no washing the floor sign, which is interesting. And then up there they have the circular Adventure Chuck logo. They have some of the gumball plush. I don't see any Bella or Pasquale big heads though. So you can get those. And there's a prize counter. There's not any art up there, which is interesting. And then there's a salad bar. And then there's the order counters. And they have the pizza made fresh to order above them. And then another Adventure Chuck album there. And then out here by Kid Check, they have 3 of the large Warhols. Before we talk about the history, I also just noticed that curtain tracks are up there, however, curtains are missing. So it's one thing that makes this part of the stage incomplete. I read about that earlier. Now let's talk about the history of this location. So before this was a Chuck E. Cheese, this actually used to be Discovery Zone. And then after Discovery Zone closed, Chuck E. Cheese took over some of their locations. This is one of the ones they took over. And it opened in December of 1999 with this Studio C Alpha stage right here. It was actually opened on the same day as Burbank, California, which also used to be Discovery Zone and also got a Studio C Alpha. If you haven't seen my tour of that location yet, I'll put it up in the iCard if I posted it. In the late 2000s, they got the 2005 remodel, which would replace their 90s remodel, which gave them the art you see in the store now, and the furniture and stuff that you see in the store now. Then, in summer of 2024, they got the 2.0 exterior. So I'm sure their exterior was original from where they opened. So they replaced that with the 2.0 exterior. Like I said, outside, the inside of the store has not gotten remodeled. Will it? It's unknown. Burbank, which was the second to last Studio C Alpha here in California, got remodeled in January of 2025. So these were the last 2 Studio C Alphas. That one managed to get remodeled, and this one has not. And the stage is still here, making this the last Studio C Alpha here in California. This location is not low volume. Just like Burbank's not low volume, this is not low volume either. They still have their salad bar, and they have full hours, no limited hours or anything, which is interesting that this one hasn't gotten 2.0 yet. I guess they figure it's adequate the way it is, which is good. I'm glad the stage gets to stay here and get to see one, especially since it has a pizza phone and bird, and the 32 movement Studio C animatronics are just so rare. There's 5 of them left here in the store. The 4 the alphas and the 1 beta. And that's it. It's crazy. So yeah, that's the history of this store. Of course, they got the trampoline zone, the superhero playground, and I'm sure other small updates, but other than that, it stayed pretty much the same since the 2005 remodel. Alright, out here at the Kid Check area, as I said before, they have the Warhol pieces there, and then they have all these windows, so the carpet here is very faded. The carpet does change here in this little corner here, right before the exit. Then they have the one about not using metal tokens. This is the first one. I've seen the older version of it though. They have the one about not discriminating. This is the 3rd version as I've seen. I've seen the 2.0 version. I've seen the 90s gradient logo. Now I've seen this logo here, the 2000s logo. Then they have watercolors here, which is kind of faded from 2005. And then they have this sign that's normally outdoors. It's about the dress code and code of conduct and mass occupancy up there as well. And that's their store. Alright guys, well that's going to complete my tour here at the Chuck E. Cheese in Redwood City, California. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. It was a really nice location. I love getting to see another Alpha stage, and I love getting to see those Jasper and Pasquale pieces too, because I've never seen those before. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
This is what happens when cookies catch the creamiest wave. Ready to dive in? Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
We're about to try the eau de parfum croissants. Oh my goodness. It's a mix of like dark wood.
Hello everyone, I'm here in Burbank, California to visit their Chuck E. Cheese location. It's right over here in this shopping center. Right there you can see the logo right there on the back of the store, and the front is right around there, which we'll take a look at in a second. I had to walk here from a bus stop. That was a couple blocks away, so I'm kind of out of breath already, but I'll make do. So there's the back logo. We'll go around and check out the front. Now this is one of the most recent 2.0 refreshes here, if not the most recent here in the US. In November of 2024, it was revealed that Chuck E. Cheese was done remodeling locations, and this is one that hadn't gotten the remodel yet, still had their stage. However, apparently their sales improved, and they decided it was warranting to give them a refresh, and they actually just had the grand reopen here. So now we can see the front. Right there, where the new logo used to be, is where the old 90s thumb truck logo used to be. It used to be right up there, and then they have the text, and then over here they have a brand new additional parking and rear sign. Now they used to have a really cool one that used to be right here. It also had an arrow, and it was pretty similar. It just had the older logo to match that one that was up there. However, during 2.0 they replaced it with that one. So I am glad they have a new one here now. It's better than them getting rid of it completely. It's still a unique feature here at Burbank store. So now let's go in and check out the inside. Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the showroom. So it isn't even saying the show tape volume is still very quiet in the store, hardly audible at all. But they have the video wall right here, and they had us previously on stage prior, so they had to cut out where it used to be. And Chucky's poster is where it used to be, which is great. And then they did, of course, keep this cutout, drop down in the ceiling here, and they painted the dark blue during the remodel. They have all 5 character pieces. The other 4 are over here, and all 5 of them are the new font version. So that is working everything. Here they have the new carpet they got, and they also got new benches and tables and new high top chairs right here. The back of the showroom now, the left and the right side of the 2021 model dance floor, which they got during the refresh. And it has a Summer Fun graphics on it, and it looks like there's already a broken pixel right here. There's something brand new. So that's unfortunate. It's already starting to go, but I'm sure nobody notices except me. I see so many of them. Anyway, to the right-hand side of the showroom, they have their phase 4 booths, since they did not get a full remodel. It was just a refresh, so no outlet charging and no new booths. And right above those, they have the 4-panel version of the 5 Chucky silhouette piece. They do not get a lighting upgrade in this store except for these 2 LED panels here, since there were not lights there before 2.0, so they had to install lights there. And then on the left-hand side of the showroom, they have the Rockstar Ticket Blaster, both back and top. They have the Party Wordmark sign, and they have one lone old showroom chair from before 2.0. One of them survived, and it's right here. So that's cool to still see. They still have one of those. They would have been all throughout here where they installed these benches now. And then back there we have an emergency exit sign, and I bet that's the Chucky room right there to the left. Then on the left hand side of the showroom they have their superhero playground with trampoline zone. So they have that big superhero playground, and then they did not install any lights above it, but a lot of the stores do. And they have a small version of the trampoline zone with 3 pieces, which I'll be on to above. And then they have the kiddie ride area back here as well. So they have the bus ride right here to start us off. Then they have Hammer 2 with Light of Avenger Chuck up there. They have Chameleon Paradise, the sketchbook. They have Photo Ride, and it looks like it got the full Rockstar conversion. This one looks a little different. It's like it's colored a little different than most of them are. And it has the full Rockstar conversion. Where it can be Kid Carousel with the black horses, Cartoon, Dinosaur Catcher, Hot Racers, Jet Rider, here they're at the Superhero Playground. Then they have Octonauts, and the small Rockstar 8-hop table, Nicktoons Nitro, the car, I think I pointed out Cartoon, but they do have Big Rig, I think this is Super Big Rig, yeah. More booths all along here and back here, and then as I mentioned before, the booths separate the kiddie ride area from the Big Kid Arcade. Alright, now let's go through the game room. So first up, we have Snow Day to the left of the trampoline zone. Big Wing Super Spin, Dog Pounder, and Ring Toss, Jelly Ball, Water Blast, 2-minute drill, and then 4-hour goals with 1 p.m. 2 strikes playing all along that back wall there. And then finally to the left of alley goals, they got NBA hoops and just another trash can back here. And then hoops along the front here as well. Going through the middle of the arcade, they have Tournament Salvation, Treasure Quest, AGP, Constant Hires, and they have Monopoly, Space Invaders Frenzy on this side here, Goal Line Rush, and Popcorn. Then they have Big Bassfield Pro, Ticking Blocks, SpongeBob City Coaster, Dizzy Chicken, and Tightrope. And then up here in the front, along with these booths, they have Beware Kid Can Be a Kid and Chuck E. Cheese Word Mark. They're not separated by anything, they're just right next to each other. So I guess they just figured Chuck E. Cheese, Beware Kid Can Be a Kid. That's probably what they were thinking there when they did that. It's normally they're separated, they're in different parts of the store, separated by windows or something. Here they're right next to each other. Then at the SpongeBob City Coaster, they have Putt Shoot and Move It Up over here. And then finally, they have Big Ticket Drop along this side. Moving on over here, they have Trolls and Jack, and then it looks like they're installing the Avengers Point Pusher right now. It looks brand new. Then they have Pink Panther Jewel Heist, FGTV Out of Time on the other side of Big Bassfield Pro, and then they have Pigs Might Fly, Air Slide right here, and Lumberjack. It's also worth noting they got one TV ring, which is a new game ring, and that is it for the entire store. Alright, now let's take a look at the right side of the store. To the right of the show, we have a gesture display, newer font wrestling sign, and they have the new men's and women's signs. However, they have a black outline. This might have been from the old sign that was here before 2.0, where they put the new one on top. And they have the 2005 boys and
With Amex Business Platinum, you get a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business. So you have the help to move your business forward. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
And also buy the characters there as well, and there's the women's sign as well there. Moving on to the rest of the store, like that. They have the phone disinfection station, 2.0 logo up there. It's the large one. Pickup window, it's gonna be a small one. Pasquale's kitchen sign, the Home Run Mozzarella sign, Third Station sign. They do put the wood floor in the store, which is surprising. Normally the wood brushes keep the tiles, however they do get some, which is nice.
You can go to a hospital. Alright kids, welcome back.
But there's no new logo where that cutout is. And then finally they have the prize counter here.
Bye, Mommy.
Directly attached to the wall. And then they don't have